Oh, hi, it's Ann. Our rabbit Aggie still has chronic nasal congestion and discharge. She's been having this since she was a very young rabbit, and it's reoccurring. She's had nasal swabs done, and they always find different kinds of bacteria up in her sinuses. And then they'll give her an antibiotic to get rid of the bacteria. And then she feels good for a couple weeks, and then she's back again with the problem, and they'll do a swab, and it's a different kind of bacteria. So the last thing that she was on, I should say the latest thing she was on, is a nebulizer treatment with a gentamicin antibiotic that's in the saline solution that goes into the nebulized, it gets nebulized, and then she breathes it in while she's in the box. And that worked for about 2.5 months now. She was feeling really good. If you saw the video where she's jumping around and spinning, she was feeling really good. But now she's back to feeling sick again, and she's eating, but she's snorting like, you know, all that all night long. Clear liquid coming out of her nose. Sneezing. So the next step is a CAT scan. Now our vet is an exotic vet up there, and they have a CAT scan machine, and I'm not too happy about it because I know it's going to be expensive, and if they do find something structurally wrong, then it would require surgery to fix it. You know, maybe there's a narrowing of the sinuses, or it could even be the root of a tooth that's causing something going on in the sinuses. And I'm thinking it's where the bacteria are pooling up somewhere, and they can't be, you know, naturally just discharged, like when you blow your nose or a rabbit cleans their nose, and it's getting pooled up in some area. There's the cats. Right now she's not doing the snuffing, sneezing, but she does do a little teeth grinding sometimes. So I'm wondering if it has something to do with her teeth now. It's not the hay, because when I first got her I was buying hay from the store by the bag, like oxbow hay. Went to the bales of hay. Right now we've got a nice first cut hay that doesn't have any dust in it. It doesn't seem to matter which room she's in, or if she's in an area where the other rabbits have run around. Well, it's 6 in the morning and we're getting ready to head up to the vet, which is a little ways away. She's going to get her CAT scan today, and she's not happy. She is not happy about being in the care. Yeah, you thump at me. She's mad. Aggie's got a real temper. Yep, you can't eat right now. You gotta not eat because they're gonna put you under. Well, they're gonna put her under and they're going to give her the IV and the whole works, just like prep for having an operation. And then they're going to give her the CAT scan, and the cost is going to be somewhere around $800 to $900, which, wow, yeah, but what can I do? The only other option is putting her to sleep. So the sun's not quite up yet. I'm bringing along a bag of food for after this procedure. Well, we're here. That was about a 20-mile ride. It's up through the interstate through a very urban area, and I wanted to get a head start because otherwise you get caught in the traffic jams that happen during rush hour. You know, when I see all the people, just so many humans, I think how easily this overpopulation could be avoided if people only had 2 children or less. It's such a simple solution. I think it's really going to be the undoing in the end. It's just the growing human population. You know, people talk about invasive species. Well, take a look around. Which is the worst invasive species of all time, right? And look what they're doing to the planet. But it's just I get on a roll and I start talking about that because that's the one thing that bothers me the most. But here we are up here, and we're early, and Aggie's quieted down there in the carrier. Oh, and here's a tip to avoid divorce. You gotta be honest about the cost. When they said $800 to $900, you know, I'm like, oh my God. And I guess the solution is either put away, you know, $10 or $20 a week in a wallet somewhere that you hide, so that you have the money to pay in cash for stuff that comes up. Or like I like to do is just talk to my husband about it and say, you know, I'm just going to cut back on groceries, and I do. And just setting it out, like no ice cream, okay, that saves $7. No Asiago cheese, which I love, that saves $5. And I think no pistachios, which I buy every week, saves $9. And instead, like popcorn, hey, popcorn's a really cheap thing. Buy a bag of popcorn and pop some popcorn. You put a little flavoring on it. Actually, we put a tiny pinch of garlic powder on it, and you can't taste the garlic, but it really makes the popcorn taste better. And I've heard Old Bay seasoning works good on popcorn too, and I'm going to try that. Because that's a really cheap thing to eat in the evening when you just want to have a little snack. I feel like I got to take it from somewhere else and put it into the vet bills, and I'd rather just take it from something that's not even good for us anyway and put it into the vet bills, because we all could stand to lose a little weight too. So that's an idea, and that's what I'm doing. But, you know, at first when I told him about it, he was not happy. And I said, well, the other option is to put her to sleep. I said, so you want me to do that? And he didn't want to make that decision, so it's the vet bills, you know. You gotta plan for them, or you gotta figure out a plan. Okay, well, I'm gonna wait here a little bit till the time is right to take her in there. It's pretty early yet. Now we're waiting in a room.